Will you knock it off? God. I am such an asshole tonight.
Jaded.
No.
Tokenized.
That's right.
Oh, here we go. Notification came in.
There we go. What is up, everybody? Welcome back. We had some technical difficulties.
Jose's not on though.
That's because of Jose. That's not because of the technical difficulties. There he is.
Remember to smash that thumbs up button down below.
Oh, there's Jose.
Get the chat going. Throw some movies up there. I'll be hosting next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
A lot of stuff going on this week, at least for me personally. Outside of this, I got to Fireman's Carry a naked man, and it inspired all kinds of impromptu versions of old songs. Like there was a song called "Put Your Head on My Shoulder." My buddy and I rewrote it. Now it's called "Put Your Dick on My Shoulder." Oh, amazing week. That was a good look, Lego.
Thank you.
So what are we painting today?
I don't know yet. I think we'll feel it out. Got some cardboard down. We'll get it going here. We'll see. I'm feeling like abstract though.
You do a deadite in honor of
I like that. I could do a deadite.
Deadite with a Scully Dude Joe head.
Hell yeah.
Scully Dude.
Go back and overlay all the skeletons in the movie with Skull Dude's heads.
There you go.
It's a lot of work, but I think it's worth it.
Totally. He votes some more inappropriate Star Wars stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do I follow? I'm not sure if I follow. Please elaborate, Mr.
What
Scott.
Lego did. Or should I say what C-3PO did?
So on the Ink and Drink, it's a Wednesday weekly drink and draw sort of thing that we've been doing online. Go on their Instagram if you want more deets on that.
Dude, that was the first image that popped up for me when I woke up that morning. And I opened up Instagram and I'm like half asleep. And that was like the first thing in my feed. And I was like, wait, am I awake? Am I seeing this right?
Oh,
I'm gonna like that. Just kind of scrolled on.
Right on. I don't know if we can we might get taken down for this, but there's a little not safe for work art jam we did. And
Oh, okay.
That's what I woke up to that morning. That was the first full image on my screen when I woke up. I was like, whoa, it's better than a shot of coffee.
Oh, right. That'll get you going. So I was drawing pleasant, just working on my skulls. And then I scrolled out of the drawing board and just see what everybody else was doing. And I saw this and I was like, oh man, that's something. It wasn't done yet. He was working on it. I'm like, oh, crack it up. So I had to get the Emperor going. He's good.
So good.
Oh, fuck. And then Erwin popped off with the Yoda sitting behind the blinds, all creepy.
Fap Yoda.
Look at that face. Oh, so good. Oh, and then you got Luke coming in there, and apparently he can feel a great fap in the Force. And I love this one.
This is pod
Oh,
racing.
sweaty
Did you
Lando.
see this?
Yes, I did. I believe my comment was disturbing, but still better than the sequels.
Yes. Oh, it's very accurate. Very accurate. Oh man, little Imperial guards watching and just wondering the
I know.
fuck.
And he's like, oh man.
And yeah, we got Salacious Crumb there. He's chilling. But
He's like a cross
Yeah, 'cause
between the
that's the main
coyote
focus
and
of
Salacious
that one.
Crumb.
yeah,
Salacious Crumb.
it was a
Salacious
lazy,
coyote.
it was a lazy Salacious Crumb.
So lazy.
Salacious. But that was fun. The Ink and Drink's always a good time. I don't know if I'm gonna draw any nasty Star Wars characters tonight, but you know, maybe you should pop off in the comments. Give me some suggestions. Maybe we'll see Jabba the Slut.
All right, let's see. I didn't do a lot of prep this time, so we're gonna have to do it live. What pissed you off this week, Josh? That's usually a good it's usually a good starter.
Well,
Damn.
the thing that tipped me off this week, and you have to keep in mind that this apparently is old news, but it was new to me, was Disney had announced that they were dropping the name Slave One, and I think they've renamed it something else now, but at the
It's the
time it
name-
was just called Boba Fett's
It's
Starship.
the name of
And I'm
it's-
just like,
it's,
my
it's
God.
like the fire spray or something like it's the model of the ship, like it is for Firefly.
Yeah, that was announced many years ago about the Slave One a while
I
back.
thought that was just last June.
Yeah, a year ago.
Oh, a year ago, June. You know, I think my comment was, you know, at least I know that I can still get really pissed off about Star Wars. Yeah, because I saw that and I'm just like, what in the hell is going on? Why would this need to be dropped? What's going through Disney's mind that they're throwing that out?
It's pretty wild. It's a movie about people shooting each other with lasers. Like, do we really need to overthink it?
It's more than
I
that
mean-
to a generation, though, Lego.
I mean, I get the impulse, even though I disagree with it. I get the impulse that Disney has to pretend like they never did the Song of the South. I get that, sort of. But this doesn't make any sense to me because this doesn't have anything to do with the great unnameable curse of America. It's just. I'm gonna need to see a therapist this week.
They're gonna hold up a little teddy bear and say, "Show us on the doll where they touched you."
Where did JJ touch you?
Where my bathing suit goes. So then when I go to buy the Lego version, it's not going to be called Slave One anymore, huh?
Okay, let's not pretend that you're gonna actually buy the Lego set.
Well, I
so,
sure as shit ain't doing it now.
so
Guaranteed loss of revenue right there.
let's not even
It
pretend.
went from low chance to no chance. Ugh.
Oh, great. Now look what you did, Nate. You made him leave.
Who did I make leave? Me? I just asked him to. I just asked you guys to.
What made him angry? Why you gotta do this? Remember, I gotta go to bed with this. So let's keep it light and friendly tonight, folks.
I just
Speaking
it
of
goes back
light
to
and
what I
friendly,
always-
we finally pulled out of Afghanistan.
Here's a good topic.
Oh,
Jake Havoc says, "What pissed me off was making Tim Drake liking guys now." ... Lazy writing ...
yeah.
Like
Wow.
there's
God.
I like John's. They're gonna retcon Anakin's origin story and call him prisoner with the job.
That's right.
Yeah, it's not going to be the slave Leia outfit anymore. It's going to be the voluntold outfit.
That was good too. Damn. Good stuff.
Yeah, as for Tim Drake, is it irritating? Yeah, but look, they already did it to Alan Scott. They did it to, is it Bobby Drake?
Yeah.
They did it to, well, we actually had this argument for a while, whether or not they did it to North Star as well.
Yeah, we did
But
some history of that.
Apparently
They didn't do it.
there's some dispute as to whether or not
North
he
Star was
started off as,
originally created
playing for
gay.
the other team.
He was originally created gay. That was his purpose from the creator of the character.
But they did do it to Shatterstar and Richter.
Yeah.
So they've been recruiting folks to their side for some time now. Tim Drake is just the latest casualty.
Which I don't get, because I think I was talking to, was it you, Isaac, about that? Yeah, like the writer for that, her, when you read her like interviews and her getting hired, she was super excited to be able to write for her favorite character's romance with, was it Spoiler? Is that who it was? Or
Stephanie Brown?
one that kind of looks like Huntress or something? I don't know.
Yes.
Anyway, and how that was like her favorite romantic couple, and she couldn't wait to write it. And like her first going out with her first story is, oh, he's gay or he's bisexual. And you're like, wait, what? What just happened here? Yeah, I don't get that. That's what I don't understand.
Oh.
But I don't read a lot of DC, so.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, has anybody seen it?
I read it. It was honestly,
It wasn't a focal point of the story. It just was like, it was like, yeah,
it
we
was
are in
just
for a
like the
date.
resolution. Like so it's a 3-part story that's part of like the Batman Urban Legends anthology, whatever. Basically this kid like kind of, they go on a date, but one of them thinks it's a date and the other doesn't think it's a date. They just think it's like friends hanging out. And then like they get kind of abducted and becomes this whole thing. Robin has to save the kid and then some other kids. And then at the end of the story, Tim Drake goes to this kid's house and is like, oh, what's up, dude? Like, can we like maybe finish up that date? And like he's kind of like discussing throughout like how he's having like unsure feelings about how, like, who he is. He's just kind of questioning like what he feels, and like he doesn't really know how he's seeing himself. And so he eventually comes to the idea that like, okay, like I want to actually see this person in a romantic way. And that's kind of where the story ends. So that's the end of the 3-parter. There was nothing, I know everybody's been saying, oh, he's bisexual, but I didn't see anything in the issue that was explicitly about that. So I don't know where that's coming from. It was a fine comic. It was just, it wasn't for me. I mean, it didn't really feel like a superhero book. It felt like a teenager coming of age story.
It was like something that belonged on the CW.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
episode of
No,
Batman Underground.
I didn't get a chance to read it or flip through it because that was this last week's DC book, wasn't it?
Yes.
And we didn't get that shipment yet. So that'll be this week. Tomorrow. We should be good.
10 minutes.
On this episode of Batman Urban Legends, an urban legends put to rest. Robin likes men.
I mean, Batman and Robin have always been like a little questionable in nature, right? Like
The ambiguously gay duo?
yeah. This isn't the first gay Robin, you know?
Careful, you're gonna hurt John's feelings.
No, John is not enthusiastic about. He likes Batman. I think he gives 2 shits about Robin.
Classic jealous boyfriend.
You hear that, John? Uh-oh.
Nobody cared who he was until he came out as gay.
Right.
Jeez, make havoc.
Make Havoc is on one, huh?
Holy.
Everything you're saying, Make Havoc, just so you know, we have to click it through. It's being held for review. So we're having to gatekeep all your comments, dude.
Oh my God. We need to make Havoc on as like a guest appearance or something.
Oh, we could send him an invite right now. See if he wants to come in.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really bad idea, guys.
I know.
You know what? No, you know what?
It's like a black
We gotta
hole
give him.
with
We gotta
Josh.
give him. We
Make
gotta give him
Havoc.
some time next time.
Text me your email. I'll send you an invite.
Oh,
Hey,
Jeez.
look, he's not wrong though.
The rest of us are just gonna have to like exit the conversation and let Josh and him be like go off.
We'll all put Skull Dude Joe emblems up.
It's associated- We'll all
After
change
the
our name to Cold
apocalypse.
Joe.
it's
Yeah,
just,
just
tough.
like that.
It's tough because at what point is it them just trying to sell an issue, or when is it like are they just trying to sell copies, or are they genuinely trying to do something for this character? And it just, every time they do something like this, it just comes off as they're trying to sell issues.
Or sell issues or virtue signal.
Or they're just gonna put it in this where nobody reads a small short story in Urban Legends, and then it's not in the main storyline. It's like it
Yeah.
never happened.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like, when is it genuine and when is it just almost clickbaity?
It's what I've been saying for a long time. The multiverse is gay.
You know, in one universe, it is by that theory. It's going to be Marvel's, never mind.
You know, I think the thing that we have to keep in mind, and I'm not sure, it seems to me like a lot of times when we have these kinds of conversations, people forget about the time in which we live and the quality of people that work for the big two, especially, that these people are like really progressive lunatics, and their entire goal in life is to do this kind of thing where you turn classic characters either bad or you know, something to make them different or more relevant, or who knows, but that's their project. That's what they do. So I'm not willing to read these stories and give them the benefit of the doubt that they're trying to like tell a new story or give an interesting arc. I don't think that's what they're trying to do at all. I think they're just trying to undermine good stuff. So yeah, I'm not giving them any kind of quarter, not at all.
So you think they're actually trying to make bad stuff and ruin this medium?
Yep, I do.
Absolutely not, dude. These
No,
I think you're completely off on that. I think these I can't say I think the top dogs, the executives there care about one thing, and that's money. And I think the artists and writers care about trying to make a name for themselves, and they're doing the best that they can. I don't think there's any nefarious purpose there.
If they were concerned about making money, then why do they keep these lunatics employed when their sales don't justify it?
I'd have to look at their books.
The fan base always reacts very poorly to this kind of stuff, and yet they keep them employed. That tells me that it's not all about the money. There's something else going on in the background. And I think it's part of a greater project to undermine what we enjoyed in the past. That's why you have you know, classic characters being redefined or reinterpreted. I mean, look, when you make Captain America a lifelong Nazi, I'm sorry, there's no other way to qualify that other than, well, there's two ways to qualify it. Either this was done on purpose or you're a moron. There's no middle ground.
But what if it's not that? What if it's, hey, you know what would be interesting? What if the guy that we thought was the best dude actually wasn't.
Right, but then you don't. What you're saying is you don't understand the character at all. His whole thing is he is the best dude. So when you take that away from him, what's left? Who cares? Steve Rogers doesn't matter anymore because he's a Nazi.
I think it's just I don't think it's nefarious, man. I really think that that's just it's people trying to tell stories in a different way. I think
there was people that were upset with the new 52 when the whole Court of Owls. There was certain parts of the fan base that absolutely loved it, and then there was other parts of the fan base that hated it because Batman is supposed to be the world's greatest detective. How in the heck did this secret society move in the shadows beneath his own nose in his own city? So, but I like the Court of Owls. I liked it a lot. I'm one of those guys that thought that the Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo team did a fantastic job with it.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
I loved it.
I think the problem with the superhero stuff is that it's to a point where superheroes are up here at this level and we all want to strive to get to that level, but they're like, well, nobody's ever going to be able to do that. So let's bring them down to our level.
Give me 1 second. Josh and Nate. John says Josh and Nate are perfect examples that you can't please everyone. I think that I'm always willing to give something a shot. You know, I stood up for Masters of the Universe when it came out. What I don't like personally, is when I see that they are trying to in anything diversity for diversity's sake and not something that's written in a good cohesive story to be put forth. And I'll look at everyone as its individual example and I'll judge it on its own merit. And a lot of times the stuff that Josh says, I'm right there with him. But a lot of times I'm not. And I look at it on a case-by-case basis. So, you know, and I don't just line up on one side. And, you know, I do get pissed when people are in an echo chamber and only, you know, spew everything coming forth from their echo chamber. Not that that's what Josh is, but maybe he honestly feels that way every time. I think he operates with integrity and within a set of values that he's put forth. And I think he sticks to those, and that's awesome for him. But I like to look at everything on a case-by-case basis. And if it doesn't seem genuine, a lot of times this shit doesn't seem genuine. When they put this stuff out, it doesn't seem genuine. It seems like they're trying to either or organic. It seems like they're trying to put something out there. Like, you know what I'm saying, right, Jose? It seems like they're putting those things out there and they're trying to piss off one group and they're trying to get the other people going like this with their berets in another room. So it's too forced, it's too contrived, and it's too needy. But when it comes off as genuine, even if it has a small bit of disingenuineness put into it, you know, like, but if it comes off preachy, you know, so I wouldn't just say that I line up or I'm in any kind of echo chamber. And I resent the comment, John, to be honest.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you?
What's going on, Sanchez?
Special guest.
You got a camera, dude?
No, I'd rather be off camera, just like this.
Okay.
That should tell you everything you need to know about that man.
on the mystery guest. That's all I gotta be.
You sound like you're laying down, Steve. Can you please sit up?
We can see your soda emoji.
That's perfect right there.
We can see your soda emoji on the core stream.
Yeah.
On, but we can't see it on the Zoom. Just so you know.
Okay, that's fine. But what I was saying earlier in the comments, I agree with you, Nate, what you said right now about sometimes it doesn't feel like they do it organically, and usually they don't. Because if DC and Marvel would care about having a lead character or any character being gay, bi, whatever,
Make it from
They would
scratch,
put,
right?
No, not even that. They would put their best writers and artists on that title. If DC cared about sharing all this stuff, they would have Scott Snyder on there writing that book. They would have Greg Capullo drawing that book every month. But they don't care. Same thing with Marvel. Marvel would have their number one guys, but they never do. It's always someone else that's brand new or, you know, a nobody writing it, or just starters, but it's never their main guys. If they actually cared, they would do something about it, but they don't.
True. That's true.
So
Yeah,
do you,
that's a
you
great
think
point.
so what you're saying is if they would have had someone like, I don't know,
James Tinian.
James Tinian writing it, or Ryan Stegman on the art, or Humberto Ramos drawing it, do you think it would have seemed more genuine?
Well, if they would have, not with the character like Robin, that's been a
Oh, I'm
character
sorry.
that-
Yeah, we're talking DC. I apologize.
Yeah, well, what you know, it doesn't matter. Either Robin, we could do Shatterstar and Richter on the other side, Iceman, for example. It don't matter. I mean, if you have a character that's been there for 40 years, that's been straight, and all of a sudden you turn them gay because you just want to have sales, that's, to me, it's ridiculous. I mean, they did the best one ever done. I always told Isaac, and I think I told Nate once, was in the 2000s when Wildstorm did it with Authority. You had Midnighter and Apollo, two of the biggest, gayest guys ever. And it was smooth, never interrupted the story. You already knew they were gay. You didn't even care. Those guys will kick your ass no matter what. It was organic, and that's what nobody even cared. And during that time, that was brand new. Having two gay characters as the lead on a comic book.
Wasn't Shadowhawk gay too?
Well,
I know
Shadowhawk
Shadowhawk
was
had like
nobody, though.
AIDS.
he had AIDS, but he was nobody. I'm talking about an actual real book that was number one.
Shadowhawk had some sales. I remember when I was chasing the coupon in it.
You're chasing the coupon. You weren't even chasing the book. You're just chasing that coupon.
Chasing the coupon.
They got you with that gimmick, dummy.
The same thing applies to like the North Star situation too. Like with North Star, him being gay wasn't like the focus of anything until like the 2000s. You know what I mean? Like he would pop up, or they would make references and stuff to it. They would say something, you're always around like a cadre of beautiful young men or something like that. So you kind of knew, but it wasn't like the focus. It wasn't until like the 2000s or the mid 2000s, 2010, where they made like a big deal out of it with him getting married and falling in love, and it was a big thing. And oh my gosh, he's so brave and all this stuff. At the beginning, North Star wasn't. They didn't. It was kind of just. It was who he was. It just kind of flowed or whatever. You know what I mean? It wasn't until it became a thing again in the 2000s, in the early 2000s, where all of a sudden to have something gay or be gay or whatever was a thing, and North Star was up at the front, and they made a big deal of him being that way. But it's like, dude, he's been like that for forever. It's just it wasn't a thing,
and like you said, it felt organic. Like you said, no one cared about it. No one made a big fuss because you kind of knew he was gay, so you're like, okay, whatever.
And they had that issue where he came out and finally said he was I think it was like the mid 90s, early to mid 90s. He came out and said that he was, and everybody was like, oh, that's great. And the issues was perfect and, whatever. But then again, it wasn't like a thing. It's like, oh, well.
You guys ever watch True Blood?
Yeah.
Back in the day? Lafayette from True Blood.
He was a badass.
He was a badass, dude.
Is that the cook?
Yeah, the cook.
Hell yeah, that guy was badass.
He was badass, and they had his boyfriend in there, and they were gay, and it didn't make me. It was organic. It was natural. It wasn't preachy. It wasn't like, it just didn't feel contrived or like they were shoving it down our throat. Like whenever I remember, like whenever you would see that the character of Lafayette face types of conflict, or like you would be like, he was just like any other guy who was on the macho end, that if you ran your mouth to him, he would fuck you up. And they did it well, and it didn't have to do with homophobia or anything like that. And I wish that, just like people could just take a lesson in that. You could do it without being preachy. There's lots of ways to do it without being preachy. There's lots of ways to do it without beating people over the head with it. Let's see. John says Tim Drake was bi since 2003, but now it's virtue signaling and offensive because it was confirmed? ? Get out of here. How many of you have family members or friends that took years and years to come out?
I have no idea where that confirmation of 2003 came in, but I've been collecting comics for almost 30 years, and I've never seen that before, so I have no idea what he's talking about.
I do think though, like, I'm just gonna jump in here real quick. A lot of these characters are very old, and even just the culture difference between 2008 and 2021 is huge. Like, being gay was very different in 2008 versus 2021. Like, we're in a very different place, and I think these characters coming out in whatever sexuality they are, like, it's not necessarily like that it's like a big deal. It's just like maybe these characters work better that way. And controversy sells, I don't know how many people on this discussion actually read that book, but it did not feel contrived or forced or virtue signally. It just felt like a dude kind of coming to terms with his sexuality and trying to find himself. It didn't feel like I was being told how to feel about any sexuality, really. It was someone learning how to love, let's say.
But you already knew that the reactions are going to be, if they would have done this with a different character, a non-named character, it would have been like whatever. But they had to use Tim Drake, which is one of the most popular Robins out there.
Tim Drake is not one of the most popular Robins out there.
I would argue Jason Todd.
I would argue Drake is bottom tier Robin.
You're out of your mind. You are
out of your mind, sir. Tim Drake is a fucking chump.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So let's list them out there. Then. Who's the number one Robin is obviously Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson.
Oh.
Number one. Number one's Dick Grayson. Okay, who's number two?
Jason
Todd.
Jason Todd. Pretty close, right?
So maybe
hold on.
2A and 2B.
But is Jason Todd like a good Robin because
He
he's
was
Red
murdered
Hood now?
off.
Or
Yeah,
is
he
he
was
a good
horrible Robin.
Because they killed him off.
The
They did
fans
a
voted
vote.
to kill him.
The fans voted to kill him off.
That's how bad he was that they killed his ass off. Okay, so he's nowhere near number two.
I've been to the comic shops, and there's a lot of dumb motherfuckers in there. So don't tell me there's
That's true. That's true. That's true, Jason. That's true.
I'm just
It
playing.
goes
girl.
Dylon. Nobody gets that reference.
Oh my goodness.
Oh fuck.
No, but for real. All right. So
I
Dick
would
Grayson,
put him at the bottom of all the of
Damian.
all the Robins.
Carrie Kelly.
Carrie Kelly, number 3.
I don't know. I'm just naming them off now. Stephanie Brown. Dylon.
Dylon, and Dylon.
Isn't there the AJ Robin? Which one is that one?
Carrie Kelly.
Okay.
It's Carrie Kelly.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of any of the other. So
I think that's all the
you start
Robins.
getting into Elseworlds, then those are the only Robins.
Some of the Elseworlds Robins might be above Tim Drake.
Oh, you're out of your fucking mind now. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's great. I think all that art paint as all the fumes are getting to you right now.
All right, if you had a choice to own a statue of any of the Robins, who would it be?
Dick Grayson.
Robin Thicke.
Oh, come on.
Grayson.
Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson. I like Frank Whiteley's Damien.
Damien too.
Oh, that's nice.
Damien's good.
No, I like Dustin Nguyen's Damien.
Little
Oh,
Gotham,
yeah, Dustin Nguyen.
tiny Gotham.
Hey, he actually has the action figure out. So if you can't get a statue, the action figure from the little Gotham series is a pretty good.
When I saw those, I was like, oh, must have. No, I put back.
I might have an extra one. I'll look, see if you're lucky.
Cool. Yeah.
What do we got going on there? Is it Robin now? Is it morphing
Yeah,
into Robin
it's,
Lego?
Tim Drake. Tim Drake laying down.
Are those balls?
Jesus.
What?
It's
Oh,
got
fun
balls on
times.
mine.
Well, he had balls on his shoulders, so
Right? Oh man, it's true.
The
We're
old
singing songs.
holder.
So I just want to go back to one little bit about talking about conspiracy theories, and I kind of find it I find it a little disingenuous when you don't see a connection between Gamergate and Comicsgate and the implosion of all these intellectual properties in Hollywood like Ghostbusters, Star Wars, Doctor Who, Star Trek, all these things that have been run over with a bus, and then you see it happening with comic book characters. And you just think that like these are all disconnected things. And then you look out and you see statues being torn down and crap being taught in schools. And you say like, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. I'm like, what? You look at all of that and it's all accident. It just randomly happened. I'm sorry. That's too much for me to believe. There's not that much coincidence in the world. It's ridiculous. These are people that were taught to hate the things that are good. And so it's part, I'm not saying that they're sitting in a smoky room, but what I'm saying is it's part of the way that they view the world. They hate these things. They want to undo the past. And this is part of their project. So the same people that do things like buy Dick or buy Tim Drake.
Well, that's what you're saying right now. It's different than what you had said before about them trying to purposely put shitty stuff out.
Well, no.
Because I'm agreeing more with what you're saying now than what you were saying before.
Right, but it is on purpose. But what I'm saying is it's not like a collaboration between these various projects, but it is on purpose because it's how they all think.
It's not like the stonemasons where they
Right.
sit around and
Who
Twirl their
made Steve
mustaches.
Gutenberg a star?
we do.
It is the Stonecutters.
Yeah. So the thing is that it's not, like I said, it's not a bunch of guys sitting in the smoky room twirling mustaches, but these people have grown up. They've grown up in a very progressive educational environment, and this is how they think about the world. They hate Western civilization and what it was built on, and so they're undermining it at every opportunity they get, and that's why we get Ghostbusters 2016. Because the one that came before sucks, according to them.
Calm down, Mulder.
I'm sorry. All you have to do is just look, and you can see that the pattern is right there in front of you. It's not difficult to see. The ridiculous thing is to assume that it's entirely random and accidental. That's what's ridiculous to assume.
We got a lot of juice out of that topic. We squeezed that one for 45 minutes of conversation. Even got a guest person on. So
Really quick, I really wanted to say, because I'm live here. I am a big fan of Josh's rants. I do enjoy them every time I listen to them. So that's about it. That's what I want to say.
Thank you.
There's a reason we want diversity of opinion on the show here, and I think we all have a different thing that we bring to it. And if we all thought and did and lived the same way, then we would just all be here. Isaac would say, I like comics. And then I would say, I like comics too. And then we wouldn't have any fucking thing to talk about. So it's good that we got some
Comic books. I like comic books.
comic books
Comic
are
book
good.
accessories, toys.
Ball 'em,
Cards.
broil 'em, fricassee 'em, comic balls, comic burgers.
Funko. We all like Funko Pops in here.
You lost me there, brother. So who's hosting this week? This is a good. Let's get back to the wheel. Let's get on the wheel. Who's hosting?
Isaac.
Isaac's hosting.
Pat,
What do you-
you're it.
What do you got, Isaac?
Shit, that means I'm next week, huh?
No, Nate. No, is it
It's
Liz?
me.
Oh, it is
I'm the
Liz.
last one.
That's right. That's right.
First movie is gonna be The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh,
Nice.
Then I'm gonna go Tombstone.
Oh yeah.
I like what you're doing here,
Then Super Troopers.
and you
Woo!
changed it.
That's some heat right there.
Down the board right now.
I thought you were going all westerns.
Some Talladega Nights. Ricky
Yeah.
Bobby. It's Usual Suspect.
Hold on, man.
Right faster.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
How many more do I have?
One.
Damn, that quick.
Yep, that's how fast you were talking.
Let's go Super Bad.
Oh, we're gonna bring McLovin back.
Yeah.
What's
Try to
that
give
guy's
him
real
some
name?
redemption. It's fucking McLovin, dude.
What do you call it? I was either between that or Muhammad. How the fuck is it between that or Muhammad? Muhammad's the most common name in the world. Read a fucking book.
Brianna puts up the new guy.
We already saw
We
that
already-
damn
We
movie.
already saw that movie.
Apparently, you didn't even fucking watch the review.
I have a few movies I recommend if you guys like.
Did we?
We'll
Which
we'll
one
put
was-
you through the gauntlet. What do you got, Steve?
Yeah, go.
Okay, Broken Arrow.
Broken
Yeah,
Arrow.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
I was thinking about that movie the other day too.
Which one?
I don't know why, but
Broken Arrow, Christian Slater.
Christian Slater and friggin' John Travolta.
So how many thumbs
Oh,
we got
that
for
sounds like a
Broken
good
Arrow?
combo.
Heck yeah. Me.
John Padilla is saying Heat.
You know, I've never
Hell
seen
yeah.
that movie.
That's a
Oh,
That's
great
a
recommendation.
Great movie.
Fuck yeah.
I'm in for Heat.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I've seen parts of it, but I've never seen it all the way through.
Dope.
I have a weird one that maybe most likely Lega will like.
No.
Old Boy.
Old Boy.
It's
Is
a
that like
South Korean movie that's well, it was made in America too, but the American version was shitty. But the Old Boy Korean version was really good.
Is it anywhere available? Would we accidentally watch the wrong one if we tried to see it?
Shit. Let me get back to you on that one. But if not, oh well, yeah. Let me get back to you because I have a lot of I did a whole list of old Japanese kung fu flicks.
Okay. Well, we can. Is Old Boy on Netflix right now? I know they got a bunch of those things.
I know Old Boy was on something recently. Let me see if I can find it.
I don't know
haven't.
if it was in Hulu or something, but I'm not sure.
Remember, we're getting towards the end of the month, so a lot of the movies get taken down.
Streaming. Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah, it is.
No.
I
What
like
if
the
I want to watch the
rotation.
movie and they take it down? Then what?
I also have a Hard Target.
Yeah.
Oh, we missed that on the Van Damme wheel, didn't we?
We did.
That was
That's
like
hard.
the one.
Dude, his
Van
mullet
Damme
was on
movie.
point.
That movie is great. So that's one of my ones that I've got on that list. If you guys like.
Yes, sir.
All right.
That was like
Hard
the one-
Target.
Jean-Claude Van Damme movie that didn't make it on the wheel. We ran out of spaces.
No, I think it was on the wheel.
I don't think it was on the wheel.
Yeah, because we talked about the whole Chance thing. Why is your name Chance? Because my mama took one.
Yeah, but that was the thing is that I didn't make it on the wheel because that's why I made fun of it. Pretty weak. Look at Jean-Claude Van Damme. I can't. Oh God. Oh God. Like,
Double the Van damage.
I mean,
No, when you okay a Van Damme movie, you have to do it right.
oh my God. It's gonna land on that just because my luck, it's gonna land on that. And I'm gonna have to have a fit about
does the wheel actually work this week, or is it the
It's a combination of the original wheel and the new wheel. So I it's got like this pole, and I stuck the old wheel with the broken base into this pole. It's evolving. It'll get better with time, but I figure the ability for it to actually stop.
Does it spin?
It does spin. It will need an assist in the back, but
Okay.
Hey, we got our first thumbs down.
What the hell?
what?
Somebody thumbs downed us. I like it.
that means we're fighting the good fight, right? Somebody didn't like our forced diversity.
Someone didn't like the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie that I picked.
Sorry guys, that was me for the thumbs down. I thought we were doing thumbs up, thumbs down on the thing, and I put it on I put it in the chat instead of on the
You're
All
fired.
right.
sorry. I'll fix that.
So we've still got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots. Anybody, you can feel free to, if you got any inspiration or movies to chime in. Do we get Old Boy on here? Let's put Old Boy on here for Sanchez's sake, since we have a guest person. And then we'll just try to make sure we find the.
Oh, I want to throw one more movie on there.
No.
No Country for Old Men.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a yes.
What's that? No Country for Old Men?
Yeah.
Have you seen it, Nate?
No.
Oh,
Ooh, you gotta watch that
put
one.
that in every single spot then. We got one from our viewers, Young Guns.
Terry, best Terry, welcome, dude. I haven't seen Terry on here yet.
Young Gun.
Hell yeah.
My favorite vegan in the whole world. Yeah, Young Guns.
I have one more. I don't know if you guys seen it already. I do apologize if you have. Children of Men.
I haven't seen
Oh, I
Oh,
haven't
that's
seen that
good.
one. I
haven't
always wanted
seen
to
it
watch
either.
that one.
That is such an
Thank
amazing
you.
movie.
That is so good.
Dude, that scene where he's running and it just like doesn't stop.
That's
Oh,
one shot. That's one shot.
Oh,
Is that
So
Gerard
good.
Butler that's in that?
Yeah. No, that's what's his name?
it's Clive.
Clive
Oh,
Clive
Clive
Owen.
Owen.
Clive
okay.
Owen.
His twin, Gerard Butler's twin.
No, not even close.
And Julianne
when they-
Moore. She
They
comes
get
out
the
on that.
rough on.
She's great on it too. I hope that
Oh.
movie wins.
Bree, we also
Goonies.
did Goonies already.
Yeah.
Bree, are you trolling us, Bree? She's twirling her mustache.
She's going through our old review. She's like, "Oh, they did Goonies. Ask them to do Goonies."
Holy Mountain.
Face Off.
Holy Mountain.
I was thinking of Face Off, and Terry just threw Face Off on the chat. Are we looking at Face Off?
That's the Nicolas Cage and John Travolta one, right?
The Scots just canceling each other out. Face Off? Okay.
I love Face Off.
Oh, it's awful.
Good one.
Bet
Yeah,
you do.
Is it, who's the
Face
director?
Off? Face Off is horrible, but it would be good for us. Those are the ones where we don't like them. They're the best review shows, and they're the most fun to do when we're talking to
I
each
hope
other.
we get Face Off because that's
Bite
that's
your
revenge
tongue.
for your-
Face Off is amazing. What are you talking about?
Who invited this guy?
Isn't that
When
John Woo?
when
It
Nicolas
was just
Cage
it
has
was just a passing
like
thought. I
a
didn't think you guys were gonna
manufactured
take me
mullet.
up on it.
Who's the director for Face Off again?
That's John Woo.
Oh, Woo.
Oh, talking about John Woo. Why don't we put, if we're going with John Woo, Mission Impossible 2?
Hard-boiled. Put hard-boiled on there.
That's a good one.
Oh,
Hard boiled. Hell yeah.
I mean, if we're going like that, you might as well put Once Upon a Time in China or Fist of Legend.
Being mad.
Huh?
How is that so mad?
How's what, man?
Oh, I was like,
This thing.
Oh, why is Steve Sanchez's cup look angry?
I'm always
why is he
angry.
so mad? How does she know how you look?
I'm always angry, little girl.
Little girl. That
She-
didn't sound creepy.
She
at
can't
all.
hear you because I'm in the headphones. Let me see.
Oh, damn it. I'm
Could just take them off.
All right, can
Bree wants to
unplug.
put on Spider-Man from the directed
Nothing.
by
Well, I'll let you spin it when we do it, okay? I'll call you in a little bit, okay? But we gotta finish talking here. This is some grown folk stuff. So give me a kiss, go play. All right.
so we look at the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Sam Raimi, sure, why not? Make it 2 weeks in a row. Hombre Araña, vámonos. Sí, o no?
thumbs down.
Error.
Thumbs down, no? So those Scots, where you at? Where you at with Sam
Oh.
Raimi? That's 3 in. Lego, are you in for Spider-Man? Are you even here, Lego? Jose?
Huh? What's up?
Spider-Man- Sam Raimi Spider-Man? Lego? Okay.
Spider-Man or Spider-Man 2?
One. Uno.
Could we do 3 and just do memes? Meme episode?
All right, we got one spot left.
Planet of
It's
the
either 1989's Batman or Con Air.
Oh.
So
Con
both-
Air.
Both
Con
of them
Air.
down? Con Air.
Con Air, baby.
Con Air.
Yeah.
Talking about Con Air at work.
So Con Air is going to be our last movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Grudgingly.
Is that when he's playing? Is that when he's playing Memphis Reigns?
Yes.
No, no,
Yes.
that's 160 seconds.
No.
No.
No, that's Gone in 60 Seconds.
Oh yeah.
What's his name in Con Air? I forget.
I don't know, but he's got a great mullet.
It's like the
Dave Chappelle's in it.
mother of all mullet extensions. All right,
Hey,
here.
that's a John.
Oh, it's,
Cusack film.
It's Cameron Poe. That's his name.
Yeah, it's Cameron Poe.
Poe.
You got Steve Buscemi. You've got John Malkovich.
Dave
We got
Chappelle's in it,
John
no?
Cusack,
Yeah.
Okay.
Nate's favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nate.
Where's
Boy, John
my
Cusack.
$2?
That's my dollar.
$2
My dollar.
cash.
The,
It's my
the only
dollar.
part of that movie that was worthwhile.
It's my dollars.
Is your dollars? Oh. All right.
Oh, Danny Trejo's in it too.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, let's do this. I'm gonna pull the. Let's see. Spotlight. And you want to spin it? No. You gotta spin it hard, honey. It's gotta get a good spin. Ready? Up and down and spin it hard. Ready? Hold it again. We'll do it together. 1, 2, 3, go. Ah, you're so strong.
I'm like watching it on my screen. on,
Usual
like,
suspects.
Verizon, a little really
What is
thing
it?
in the middle.
Usual suspects.
All right.
I say happy birthday.
All right.
Happy birthday. How is this white stuff on there?
What?
Why was that white stuff on
So
there?
there was a lot of good movies, and you guys got Usual Suspects.
It happens a lot, Steve. You know what's crazy is we forget some of them that they get nominated, and we're so stoked about it that we never think about that movie again, and we like totally lose the opportunity. So Here's what it is. We tried to do it to where we removed the fans' choice, and our live stream dipped from 15 viewers to like 1, and we had to bring the fan choice back. It was like, it was so rough. We spent the rest of the episode just talking to each other and about how we disappointed all of the viewers, so we had to bring it back.
That's my mom.
All right,
So, how are you guys feeling about the what if?
I was about to say the same thing. I was gonna ask you guys if you guys watched it.
Yes,
I loved it.
I loved it.
dude.
We haven't seen it yet.
Peggy Carter wasn't Captain America, though. This goes against who she is as a character.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
They don't
This is a
change
what
the
if.
character.
No,
That's what I
it's
really love
completely
about the
different.
What If
She's
series.
always
It
been
doesn't-
the love interest, and now
Oh my god.
This is why I liked it. I liked it because Steve Rogers is a hero, was a hero, will always be a hero. He didn't need the serum to be a hero. He still was Steve. He still saved the
Yep.
day.
That's the thing about the What If series. It doesn't change the character. It just changes the sequence of events or the timeline.
Yep.
And that's what's great. Howard Stark is still Howard Stark. Peggy is still Peggy. Red Skull is still Red Skull. Like nothing changes. It's just one little decision that changes the whole thing. And
Basically,
I
she's
love
a variant.
Yeah, and what's really cool too is that I like how it's the Watcher telling the story.
I want to punch him in his big head.
Did you like it, Isaac?
Yeah, I loved it. It was fantastic. I can't believe they did so much with so little time. Like
Right?
what it was. So much.
I
of it
saw
was
the-
covered.
good.
I saw that it was only 31 minutes or something, and I was
Yeah.
like, no way, that thing felt like an hour.
Yeah,
But it was
it
only
was so good and packed with so much stuff that I was just like, damn, dude, that was short. It was so little, but there was so much in there. There was so much meat in the whole story, and they hit so many parts.
dude, the animation, beautiful. I felt at one point when a lot of those action sequences, it felt like you were watching an anime.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch it, Lego?
I did. I watched the first episode. I haven't.
There's
Gotta
only
check.
one.
Yeah, you're batting 1,000, Lego.
Oh, okay, cool.
There's
Yeah,
only
we-
one right now. What's the next one?
I don't know. That one actually got under my
I thought
Under the
there was
radar.
2 out. I thought there was a second one about
Isn't it a Guardian of the
if she
Galaxy
had
that
joined
isn't
the
Black Panther?
Avengers.
Yeah, isn't it the one where Black Panther gets picked up instead of Star Lord?
Is it
No,
what day?
that
What
was-
day is it showing?
Wednesday.
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 Wednesdays.
So
New
wouldn't that
comic
be
book day.
tomorrow?
I did it. Yeah. No, tomorrow's Tuesday, my
Tuesday.
guy.
So
Oh.
Wednesday, What If comes out, but more importantly, a new episode of Comic Cave will be out.
Yeah.
Let's all go to the comic cave.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Now, what if, let's just say this, Disney Plus streamed the Comic Cave?
Million viewers right there. #1 show.
You watch it? It's a resume.
How do
And
we
it's-
hack Disney?
What if we found out a way to hack Disney,
Where's that big head when we need him?
right? I like how we're watching the Watcher watch the universe.
For a
Wrap your
watcher,
head.
it's a lot of talking.
The what?
You see with your eyes, know with your hands. Oh, sorry. Fucking Watu always gets he gets involved all the time.
Yeah.
So I love your picture there, Lego. Is that like a cat undergoing mitosis and the heads are splitting apart?
It's a bat undergoing mitosis.
Oh,
Oh man.
We're getting there. It's an abstract taste, to be sure, but we're working there. We've got some really wet paint, man.
You do that to
Unfortunate.
the paint and get it all wet.
There was a hit song written about how wet this paint gets. I think it's on Kiss FM right now.
What was that song Jose was showing us the other day?
Man, oh God, what was it? It was like
What was
Jose knows all the words.
About what?
Hey, what was the
About
name of that
working,
song we were
working your
listening-
butt and
What are you talking about?
That song you showed us the other day. What was it?
the one that's written by the
Oh.
doctor.
The Doctor?
No, it was Megan the Stallion. It was thought shit.
That's what it was.
That thing was a
Sounds
banger,
great.
huh?
No, it was not.
I saw you guys. You guys were just staring at the video, eyes glued to the screen.
Shaking our heads in disappointment and disbelief that this was on the air right next to Comic
Oh,
Cave.
you weren't. I saw you reaching down like.
I can't believe that this is in our what do you call it? In our playlist. Comic
Why'd you
Cave
ask me to send you the
and
link?
shit.
I saw you grab the pencil.
All right, let's get this back on track. Free Comic Book Day, just last Saturday. It's a great event. The comic books actually, the books are not free. The comic shops buy these books to give them out to people for free as like an incentive to drive people into the comic books shops themselves, and kind of like a let me give you a little taste of this, son, so you can get hooked and come back and keep on paying. So, which is good because they usually have some really great stuff, and it's a good starting point for a lot of different comics in both the big markets and the small markets. So I wasn't able to participate because I was recreating songs like "Put Your Dick on My Shoulder," but
So you're
So-
making your own thought shit.
so I wasn't able to play this year. I wasn't able to play with everybody this year in the comic free comic day, but I know that Lego and Isaac were out there rocking their Comic Cave shirts, and I saw you had your Collection Connection hat on, representing the channel. So that's dope. Tell us about your adventures on Free Comic Book Day.
Started at 4 a.m.
Seriously?
I'm still tired.
I'm still tired.
Oh, Sanchez joined you guys, right?
Yeah.
He went in my place.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, we made a mistake. Me and Isaac, the night I was supposed to crash at Isaac's house just so we could save time to go to the Nuclear comic book shop. Great shop over there. And so I did go to his house to crash, but we were smart enough to watch a wrestling match around midnight. And prior to that, we went to go buy some tacos. And I think the match ended like at 1 a.m. And we only had like 2 or 3 hours of sleep and went to the comic book shop.
Yeah, that's the story. And we met up with Lego. Lego was first in line, so he rocked it being first in line, and we got there. And
So you
He
guys
was
are
the real
instantly
MVP.
instantly number 2 and number 3 in line.
Yep,
Union style.
Union style.
and
Yep.
then a few hours later, as the sun came up, James Lewis, Jimmy showed up and got number 4 in line.
Was nobody complaining?
No one said anything.
Yeah, you have all these gargantuans walking up. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay back here. You know what? I would say something, but that guy looks like he bites.
Me, right?
Oh
had
yeah.
We had some ex-union peeps walk up too, but they ended up, I think they were like 231 or something like that.
Anybody worth mentioning?
No,
I'll talk to you offline about that one.
sucks to suck.
Ex-union.
What's
That's
it called?
The short
We,
list, right?
we were able to thanks to Legos for being in front of the line. We were able to bypass everybody and get ourselves they had this the thing that they gave you, like the first 100 people, I guess they'll get all the comics for free comic book day, and they already have it ready to go in a bag, so you don't have to even worry about picking them. It's just they just give you a bag and you walk out and come back in for shopping. So it ran smooth. It was a great event. And they also had outside they had 50-cent comic book sales, and there was a lot of gold in those 50-cent boxes that me and Isaac were able to find. We bought a bunch of good stuff.
Any specifics?
Show it off, baby.
I got this cool messenger bag for free too.
Oh, that's toy.
I was about to steal that too. Myself, I was able to get a couple of let's see, Gen 13 #1 appearances for 50 cents, mint condition. I traded one with Isaac for X Factor 92, which it was the first appearance of Exodus. I also had a couple more stuff like for key issues that for the Superman run where Doomsday in the black suit.
Death
so
of Superman.
Yeah, I was able to get a couple of that of the black suit issues that are going up right now. So it was overall it was really good, and some really good X-Men back issues for myself. I don't know what else Isaac got.
Got about the same.
You're just looking what Steve picked and try to get the same pick. Nice.
I was like, give me that one. I'll take that one.
So since we're on Comic Cave and we're on picks,
Also, quick
Talk to us
shout
about
out to if you guys haven't hopped on to the collection to the collectible corner, these guys also knocked out a review of the Ninja Turtle 4-pack from Free Comic Book Day as well. So
Oh yeah, dude, the turtle pack was awesome.
That was a great video.
you guys' quality on those is top notch. It's getting they're getting better and better. So those the snafus that you guys had from the first few that you put out, that's all gone now. It's good. Even it's got the Comic Cave chemistry that we all know and love, and there's laughs, and they're entertaining. So it's quality content. Good job, guys.
Yeah,
I like it.
Thank you. Comic Caves pick of the week was Campisi
oh yeah,
from Aftershock Comics.
It's Campisi something or other, like there's like
Something-
a
The dragon incident.
yeah. Sounds like some kind of like a fusion Italian food off of one of those fucking food trucks or something. We got some Campisi for you. It's a
Funny you
burrito with
say that.
spaghetti inside.
that would be a good way to describe it. Italian fusion with dragons. But it's a what is he? A mob? He's a wise guy.
He's a
fixer.
He's a fixer. There
He's
you
a
go.
fixer. He fixes stuff, really
Fixes
cares
things.
about the community, actually cares about the people, but there's been a passing of the guard from the mob boss onto his son. The son does things a little bit differently, so it doesn't really care about the people. He obviously just cares about the power and the money. So, but he's loyal to the boss, so he has to do what he says. And backstory is there was also a peace treaty done with dragons. So humans lived alongside dragons in the story, and there was a peace treaty formed a long time ago. And in that story, the peace treaty was broken by the king's son. So it's almost like history sort of repeating itself, but that's kind of where we got left off at. And it's gonna be a fun ride, man. It's the same writer who did Kaiju Score.
Yes.
So If you guys recall, I believe that was one of our picks of the week as well. So he's doing a great job.
Yeah, the story was really interesting. It really dealt with kind of it to me at least, it felt like it was talking a lot about the movings of like Native Americans from like reservation to reservation, breaking peace treaties, and like really the hardship that those people went through. And obviously they're using dragons as a fill-in, but it was really curious. And I think that's what comics and sci-fi and all these other things do so well. They talk about real world issues and they put a different coat of paint on it.
That's cool. All right, so we got anything cool coming out this week?
The ending to Home is coming up from Image.
The actual ending, or is it going to be like a
believe
soft ending, or just a story arc ending?
It said that it was the. Said it was the.
It should
finale.
be done.
Yeah, I think-
supposedly.
yeah,
Really?
it's 5 of 5. Yeah, it's mini series finale.
Wow, that book's been a big hit for you guys, and I know you guys were cautiously. I don't want to say cautiously optimistic, but almost cautiously cautious just about the. I remember when we saw the first. That was one of our original topics when we started this cast, when they had the kids in cages as the preview and whatnot, and you guys were sold on it from the beginning because you liked the way that they were able to pull it off in a way that was organic. So it's surprising for me to hear, and I think it's been selling well as well, if I'm not mistaken. It's surprising for me to hear that they didn't find some kind of an inorganic way to keep it going. But like Jose talks about, it's almost best when they have a story to tell, and they do tell the story, and then they just let it be done with what the story was.
Yeah. And then there's times that we get something like the Silver Coin that then gets announced that it's going to be an ongoing, because that book was freaking phenomenal.
Well, it's like a Twilight Zone comic, right? Where the anthology revolves around this coin in some aspect. I'm actually really excited about them. I actually picked it up, and I probably maybe every 5 episodes you guys do, when you pick up a number 1 and you guys call it the pick of the week, I'll just pick it up just to sit on it, just because of your recommendation. So I very seldom have time to do any reading of these books because I'm so freaking busy, but
Yeah, but that's one of those
funny.
ones you don't have to like read it linear. Like,
that's
you
why.
can pick it
That's
up and
exactly
read.
why. I
The
don't
only
have
thing
to.
that's common in it is the coin, and as long as you know that it's an object of whatever, then you can get.
Yeah, those are the ones I find myself reading. Anthology books, like those anthology horror books that I can pick it up when I feel like, and I could pick it up, read it, and then put it down and be done with it at that time. And I'm not left on some kind of a cliffhanger for some book that I'm never going to make time to go and read. So I might as well not have read the first one in the first place. So those are good. I like those ones. And the ones that people who have friends who have like their personal projects and they put them out, like the bin, the one that I had shared with you guys from Kyle Roberts. Those were cool. Oh, Terry started reading Philadelphia because of you guys' recommendation.
What else is coming out this week?
Yeah, Philadelphia is our favorite book by far, for sure.
I just bought the trade paperback because of you guys this past weekend, because I haven't really read Philadelphia, so it's gonna be my first time reading it. So I got the first trade.
Nice.
Did you finish it?
No, I haven't started yet. I just bought it on Saturday, but I've been so busy at work. Hopefully I could read it this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, let us know what you think about it.
We also have from Image Time Before Time #4. We've been digging that book. Time
Yeah, that
travel.
one's been cool.
Stuck in the year 20 something, 23 or 25. Savage Hearts #2 from Dark Horse. That was the romantic with what was that, a orc or whatever the hell that was?
Oh,
Yeah.
Since Loki did so well, they're bringing out a Kang the Conqueror series that's coming out this week from Marvel with like 10 different variants.
Say 800 million variants.
Let's see. Terry asks, what about the Blackula book announcement? Are you guys familiar
Oh
with
yeah,
that?
that's from
Yeah, that's
from
Rodney
Rodney
Barnes.
Barnes is gonna be doing Blackula, so we're excited for that too. He has a bunch of books that he's gonna be doing his own publishing, and that's one of the first books he's gonna publish.
And that's crazy, dude, to see that guy's resume and everything he's worked on.
For sure.
Then we got John saying, "Eat the Rich," Noctera, God of Tremors, The Box, Time Before Time, Moth's Compass, and Savage Hearts. I think
So those are all on his watch list. So now I have
What's the one with the talking axe that we liked a lot?
Barbaric.
Barbaric. That
Barbaric.
book
Oh
is so
god,
good.
it's so good.
That is such a good book.
The deluxe edition for #2, I think, comes out. Is it this week or next? I think it's next week.
What makes it a deluxe edition? What do they include?
I think they add. There's some like black and whites, and they add. They just add a couple of like. It's kind of like the DVD
Okay.
extras.
I want a hardcover of that series, like right now.
You know, right? I love that series. Oh my god, so good.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy how so early on a book catches you like that. I think that's what we knew. We had something special with Philadelphia because we felt the same way. Department of Truth also, Barbaric, Silver Coin.
Paperback comes out soon. I can't wait.
Stray Dogs.
Stray Dogs. Hey, there was
Funny
a free
'cause
comic book day.
It's the book it's a lot of the books that we say that like we like are really good stories, and then they like get picked up by like the studios, and they become
There's
like
gonna
the
be a
hot-
second Stray Dog series. Did you see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Free comic book day had one, right? Was that the preview or is it a one shot?
It was like a prequel of how we meet the bad guy from the first issue.
You mean the
It's
serial
like,
killer?
it's like a Lassie meets the Goonies.
No, it's like Lassie meets Silence of the Lambs, dude.
Lambs.
Buffalo Bill.
yeah.
Buffalo Bill, man.
That's
That
good.
was gnarly.
Mister,
just let me
go.
The artist was at a comic book this past weekend for free comic book day.
Yeah, our little buddy Noah was there.
Yep.
The artist did My Little Pony. Wrap your head
Yeah,
around that.
he also had a variant for I think #1, I guess, or was it #1?
Yeah, it
I'm
was
not sure.
#1. It was a variant for #1. It was probably like what, the 6th or 7th print for it,
Yeah,
and they were asking for a $20 donation for it. We
How
were
many
gonna
pages?
go
No,
out
I
there,
think
but
Noah
we were
picked one
tired.
up.
We were too tired to go out there.
It's a journey to go to comic book, man. Especially if you're coming from where you guys were. Where you go, like out in Laguna.
Yeah.
What happened to us, man? We used to be beautiful.
Shut up, man. You
now,
weren't even
now
there,
we're
man.
old.
I was
were
passed out by
drunk
a
at the
poolside,
pool.
getting sunburned.
I got
Can't
lazy
even
and I just
tell.
ordered them and just from Diamond and read them.
Hey, I had a quick question for Josh though. What's it called? Have you played any new board games lately, or is there anything that you're because I've been every single time you talk about board games, I write it down because I wanna check them out. Is there anything new or anything that you played recently?
You know what? I usually test out new games with a buddy of mine at a local brewery, but we haven't gone for about a month. So I haven't tested out any new board games lately.
We got an expansion for one of them though.
Well, yeah, but that's an older game. There was something that was interesting though when we were in Tennessee. One of the comic stores that we went to was mostly like a game store, and they had a game that I've heard about. I haven't played it yet, but I had recommended some time ago the Firefly board game, which I think is probably among the best board games that's out there. Star Wars did a version of that, and I think it's called Star Wars Outer Rim. Where
Yeah.
you basically have to play like a bounty hunter or a smuggler, and you get your own ship, and you have to gather a crew. So it's a similar mechanic to the way that Firefly is done, but instead you're going with a Star Wars motif, which, you know, for anybody that still loves Star Wars, that's probably a pretty good option. I just haven't played it yet, so I can't really speak to the like the playability or how much fun the game is or anything like that. And I imagine that it's probably going to get a couple of down marks because it's Star Wars. So.
Now, but we got a new expansion because there's a game that Disney put out called Villainous.
Yeah.
And you pick a villain, one of the Disney villains, and then you're supposed to like accomplish a task on your villain board, and you're supposed to screw the other person over while you're doing it.
Basically, what the game breaks down to is it's a race between each of the Disney villains to complete their villainous arc in the movies in which they are in.
Right.
So Cruella's trying to get her coat, and Ursula is trying to take over the ocean, and Hades is trying to storm Olympus. So you have all of these villains trying to do their thing, and they can screw with each other while they're trying to accomplish their own goals. So it's an interesting game because everybody's doing something different to try and win.
But there's like 3 or 4 expansions that they did for that. But they also did one for Marvel. It's called Marvel Villainous. And they just released a new expansion that had, was it MODOK and
Loki and Madam Mask.
I think. Because the original one had like Thanos. And so we got a new expansion for the Marvel version of it to try out. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, that one sounds like fun.
Yeah, Villainous is a pretty good game.
It's a lot of fun.
I'm not a huge Disney fan, but the mechanic in it is pretty cool, and it's good to play some of your favorite villains and then beat the other ones.
Well, and on the Disney side of it too, there's with the expansion that they released, there's like the main core box, and then I think there's 3 expansions.
3 or 4.
And each expansion comes with 3 new characters, and it's a pretty broad base, and it's a good mix of both the female and the male villains. So you have, you know, equal opportunity. I don't think we've played the Marvel one yet.
No.
But the mechanic is exactly the same, except this time around it's Marvel villains instead of the Disney cartoon villains. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Nice.
Cool. That orange cat just roams around all your guys' houses.
No, Isaac has one, Lego has one, I have 2. And a calico. Who doesn't like to be on screen?
Yeah, I'm Asian. Whenever cats come, we just eat them.
Well, that's why we keep them around. They're our spare food in case things get rough.
I wouldn't eat these gross ass cats.
And we feed ours.
We feed ours primo so that we
Yeah.
make sure that
It tastes good.
that's right.
You massage them, they're like Wagyu.
Yeah.
They're happy.
Yeah. Now kill them all of a sudden so there'll be no fear in the meat.
Hey, Nick Vargas is here. How's it going, Nick?
What up, Fuzzy?
Dude, so you're Fuzzy and the Fat Man. You guys is show with the kids.
right?
It's pretty good. It's pretty
Funny.
good. It's entertaining.
I like the kids. Like
I like the kids.
I think it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be Spider-Man.
I like the wrestling one when you guys were disappointed. That
Oh,
one was
that was
that
so
one was
funny.
amazing.
Oh.
how long was he waiting for that damn box?
Waiting for 5 months and they're like, it sucks. It
It's the
reminded me of
best.
a Jose. It reminded me of a Jose.
Anthony.
Yeah, the Anthony Jose box, man. That was
Yeah,
good.
It's the best scene. I like seeing the kids happy, and then you just look at Nick, and Nick is so disappointed. It's like, oh, I spent $30 for nothing.
I could have just burned my $30. And then he puts the value there, and it's like, it's not worth that much, bro.
I'm worth the $30. Oh, this best. I love watching those videos.
Oh, they're good. You keep them up. We need more mystery crap.
It's cool. But the thing is that like I did some of those boxes and they're just so fucking expensive, dude. It's expensive. I got 2 of those BAM boxes. I got the second comic book box, and I filmed the video, and I was just like, fuck, dude, I want people to see how stupid I am for buying this fucking box. It was so bad. Just like a random Wolverine book.
But
like
see,
slabbed.
Nick loves doing that though. He already knows he's gonna get screwed. But he
Remember when
loves buying those boxes.
when he bought that box of cards and he thought it was a box of cards and it was one card? I wish he would've filmed that. I wish he would have filmed that.
Oh,
He like saw, damn, what I buy $50 worth of? Oh, cool, bunch of wrestling cards. He's like, hey, my wrestling cards came in. He opens it up and he's all, the fuck is this? It's one card. Oh, so good.
Yeah, everybody needs to go watch Fuzzy and the Fat Man channel and watch their videos. They're really cool.
Yeah, the kids are entertaining, and so is Dick.
it's fun. It's a good show for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's the
Hey,
only
Nick,
way
when
to
you
get rid
got
of
any
those
movies
trash
down the
pops.
pipe? Nick makes movies too. You got any movies coming down the pipe, Nick? We'll let him respond. So let's take a look at Legos. Oh, looks like you got some details coming in on that one. We can. Oh, that's cool. That's the dopest antenna ever.
From
It's
far
bad.
away, it looks like a router.
It's
Right?
It's
Bringing you
bad.
what you need. That sweet, sweet Wi-Fi.
Ooh, that's an evil router. I like it.
That's one of
Yeah.
those Kenner Batman action figures that they just made all weird colors just to sell multiple Batmans.
Definitely.
That's the director of Latino Community Internet.
Nick said no movies right now, writing a book.
Oh wow. Fancy. Fancy. All right. Anybody else got any hot topics, Josh? You got your spoon there? You want to stir us up one more time before we get out of here?
You know, there was a subject that we had skipped over last week that I'd recommended, but I can't remember what it was. Do you
I remember. Let me see. I can. You had said France gave teenagers $350 for culture. They're buying comic books. I was going to share this. I was going to share the screen on it, but I had reached my limit and they wanted me to subscribe.
Yeah, so the basic gist of it is that France has like some kind of like a department to promote French culture. You know, they take stuff like theater and artwork and wine tasting and all that sort of stuff. They take it real serious. And like a lot of countries these days, they have a problem getting their youth to engage with their culture. And you know, a lot of the French, they don't want their culture to go away because they think that their culture is, you know, the pinnacle of Western civilization. So this government department has given I forget if it's $350 or 350 euros, but I mean it's like around that value there, so that they can spend it in order to appreciate culture. But it turns out the majority of the purchase has been going to manga. And so they don't know what to do about that because French culture is not producing manga, you know. So it's kind of like a backfire sort of thing.
So all the French kids are appreciating Japanese now?
Yeah,
they're appreciating
reading Attack of Titan and
yeah,
My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer.
So I thought it was funny on a number of different levels because, you know, you have the French that they do have a lot of important contributions to culture and Western civilization and things like that, and they have the same problems that we all do. You know, there's like this overarching picture of trying to get trying to get the youth to appreciate history, and then and then you have the youth response, which is just like, yeah, we don't give a shit. They take the government cheese and they spend it however the hell they want. So I found the story both interesting and amusing that they went through trouble to try and inculcate the youth, and the youth just rejected it.
God.
Yeah.
She's not laughing
Sorry,
at me.
I just watched the WWE unboxing. Oh my God, this is great.
She's watching Fuzzy and the Fat
I love that. I love that video.
Dun, dun, dun. It's just like, the fuck did I just look at here? Oh my God, it's so good.
Is this your first Fuzzy and the Fat Man with
The
us?
background, it is like, the hell just happened? Is this real life?
It's like, that's it. There's nothing else in the box.
It's like, what the fuck? Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It was good timing.
It was good. It was
It
good.
made my story more interesting.
Oh my God, it's so good.
It's just seeing Nick's face impressions. Just that's the best. Just seeing him like the horror.
He's just like, and it's all burr, burr, burr. God, it's ow! My cat's attacking me. Oh my God, sorry. I'm sorry.
I just had an idea, and it's we can try to flush it out together, but it's a combination of some things we've talked about today and some things we talked about in the past, and inspired by some of Josh's games and whatnot, and John's question here, which is update on your superhero team. So how would it be to cross our superheroes like Finger Bangs and Psionic Breeze and EV and Robert E. Lee to have them all join together in some sort of game that Josh would create, and then that could be our game show that we do, which would 100% be a Josh creation, but then it would be something that we would all be bringing to the table as far as our own characters to it. You guys have any ideas, thoughts, or does that sound stupid? It just came to my head as I'm sitting here, and I thought it might be a good amalgam of a lot of different lanes that we're in, and bringing them all together to maybe have one cohesive thing, and from the mind of Josh, inspired by Nathan's impromptu idea right now. I can see you twisting. I can see you twisting your mustache.
If you guys want to do it, I can make it happen. That's not a problem.
I feel like if you make figurines, though, the Robert E. Lee is going to be equivalent to the thimble in Monopoly. It's the one piece nobody wants to be.
It fits on the pinky toe.
It's like the last person to pick, like, oh man, I got Robert E.
It's
Lee.
gonna be that sleeper character. You're gonna think that, like, I don't want the thimble, and then somebody's gonna ask, and we're gonna invite 9 people, and it's gonna be the last one picked, and they're gonna have like some omniscient power.
They're gonna have.
Josh would be like, oh, you didn't want the thimble, did you?
It's all gonna be. It's gonna be filled. Like it's gonna be reaction videos, and they're all gonna be Nick Vargas in the background, like. I got the thimble, really?
Well, I don't know. We could touch back on it. That's just an idea of like a lot of different, things that we've been doing and talking about, bringing them all together to form Voltron. We'll see.
That would be cool. I'd be interested in seeing what kind of game Josh comes up with.
Liz still doesn't have a character though.
Yeah, we've been waiting on that one.
She'll be like the banker.
He'll be like
No.
Polka Dot Man with the t-shirts. Multi t-shirts.
She'll throw t-shirts on people. It'll be like that plastic S from Superman where he throws it.
That is the weirdest and dumbest part of that movie. It's so inexplicable.
I'm glad you knew what I was talking about.
Oh man, you know what, I remember reading somewhere why they came up with that, and I remember thinking that was really dumb too. I just don't remember the specific reason for it, but it was terrible. It was
I don't know
almost as
why
bad-
I thought about when you guys were talking about character for Liz, the Euro Trip movie, the French robot,
The mime robot?
the mime robot. I thought that was right off the bat.
I've seen that movie. I don't remember what that one is.
It needs to be on
It's
wheel,
another
though.
one of those ones where they say it's unrated and they show you the same movie under the guise that you might think that they might have some hidden boobies pop out in it, and there's no boobies.
Oh no,
Nick, check.
no, there is.
There is in the original one too, but you think
Yeah.
that you would have double the boobies, double the
No,
D's.
they lied.
Yeah.
That was another one that duped me.
It's such a good movie though, Euro Trip.
It was a good one. I liked it. It had that Van Wilder feel.
But I have to agree with Josh.
Looking at his mini
Our
right
youth today have no common sense.
What's that?
I said our youth today don't have any common sense.
You know, I got some
They
faith.
don't
I've
even
got
know
some
where
faith.
Europe is on a map.
You know, it's one of the things. It's one of the things that really irritates me in life when I'm driving down the street.
One of the things.
It's one of the things. When I drive down the street and you see these signs, you know, oh, support the local teachers, you know, this and that and the other. And I'm like, you guys are the ones that we have given the sacred trust of taking care of our kids. And instead you're, you know, cramming crap into their brains and turning them into monsters. If anything, what we ought to do is fire all of you. All of you.
Okay.
Fired. Fired.
Past his bedtime. It's past his bedtime,
No,
guys.
it's a serious problem. It's a serious problem.
Hey, Josh, I'm with you. The fucking education system is a fucking sham.
Yes, sir.
I agree 100%.
It starts all the way to the very, very top, though, is where you have to go. Because these teachers are just given what they're told to do.
Right, just like the Nazi guards, right. That's exactly right.
What? Ease up, ease up.
I was with you, Josh, to the last part. I was with you all the way to the last part.
Hey,
And
Look,
on that note,
look,
folks, the
no, no, no.
Scots are
no. Look, it's hyperbolic, but it's the same principle, right? You say, "Oh, I'm just doing my job," right? But that didn't work for them. It shouldn't work for teachers either. They have a responsibility to protect the kids.
But I do agree with what Isaac said. Some of the, I mean, there's circumstances that you have some great teachers out there that don't have any help from higher up.
Yeah, not only that, but then you have the parents who are just as dumb or dumber.
Agreed.
Ugh.
Agreed.
They want
100%.
They just want, dude. It was the first day of school today at my kid's school, and it was just a total shit show everywhere. And you would think that all these people would have common sense. They're not going to let them into the school, so just drop off the kids and go. No, these fucking morons were gumming up the gates from letting the kids get into the school because there was just so many dumb parents everywhere. And then I have a parent coming up to me going, "You work here? I just need to tell you how bad this and that." And I'm like, "Bitch, I'm a volunteer. I don't work here, so fuck off." Like, go talk
I hope
to
you told them
somebody
that.
else. I should have, but I was just like, dude, these people are so fucking stupid, man. Don't be bitching to me. Go to the top of the food chains, the superintendents, and say, "Hey, we need more supervisors at the school."
They're just attendants. They're not super.
But yeah,
So,
these
I need to
I-
talk to Super Nintendo Chalmers. That's who.
I'm 100% with you that the parents have a lot of responsibility too. The distinction that I would make is that my money is going to the teachers, and that pisses me off. I'm not paying for the dum-dum that's raising his kids in a bad way, but I am paying for the teachers to do that. And that shouldn't be. I don't want to be giving my money to the government schools.
Well, I think that they need to have the right focus for all the kids. Like, they've got programs like No Child Left Behind, and it's true. No, well, I don't want any children left behind, but I also like what about the kid who is bored in class because the teachers are spending time dragging the bottom up? Like they gotta make sure that they keep all the kids engaged. And one of the things that I was really blessed with being able to have my kids go to the charter school for their elementary education, where they were able to learn foreign languages and have robots, and just, it was amazing. And they have less money than the public schools have. But the money that they did have, they weren't bound by stupid things and stupid laws and stupid curriculum to keep them from moving the kids forward. So it was good. The teachers were innovative, and it was amazing. And it's Gwen's last year, and I'm kind of bummed that hopefully she transitions into regular public school better than Miles did, because Miles got like 5 months of junior high, then pandemic locked out of school, and now he's like this overgrown 6th grader in high school. It's rough, dude.
That's wild, huh? He's in high school now. He's a 9th grader.
He's 5'11", 200
Jesus.
pounds. 5'11", 200 pounds, 14-year-old freshman.
Where was that little kid that I met like 8-10 years ago?
Spoiler alert, right? All skinny, hiding under the tables at the comic shop.
Well,
No,
like,
fit
well, like
Where's
Isaac
Miles
said,
and Gwen? Oh, I saw him sitting underneath the back issue bins. They're watching
What?
TV and they're just like laying in the back, like on the floor, watching the TV screens.
Like Isaac always talks about that. Like, who is this guy with his kids in here? Like he runs the place.
This guy's searching through the back bins. His ass cracks all out, and his poor little 1-year-old's running around. I'm like, dude, this guy's not keeping an eye on his kids. Someone's gonna jack her. And little do I know, he knows everybody there.
Everybody's watching my kids.
back to the schools. We just gotta fire everybody on top, and that's it.
Yeah, the unions are protecting that though, right?
I think we got to blow the whole system up.
Yep, I agree.
Structure it. School's been the same way for the past, I don't know how many fucking years. It needs to be restructured. Everything's been.
It's time for some anarchy.
Yeah,
I was looking at Miles's math. He has what is it? Honors math. I'm like, what do you mean honors math? You should have like algebra or geometry, algebra 2, trigonometry, pre-cal, calculus, and then statistics. That should be how the math lines up. Did you guys all agree with how in that order? That was how it was for all of us, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's how it was.
Yeah, now it's like, I don't know. I got to dig into it. When we finish here, I'm going to go look at his book and see if they're really teaching him math, or they're teaching him how to.
The funky math.
Yeah. I don't
Common
know,
Core.
man.
Yeah,
That shit's whack.
so dumb.
You ever watch the interviews from the guy who came up with Common Core? He says publicly that his entire purpose was not to lift the bottom students up, but to drag the top students down. So you create this equality in the math fields by
Equity, not equality. Equity. Remember, there's difference. Equality is good. Equality is good. Equity is bad.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm
okay.
just saying that's the intention. The intention is not to make the students better, but to make put everybody on the same footing by removing exceptional students.
So they can all work at the Amazon factories.
Yes.
That's it. That's it, man. You said it right there.
Careful,
They're
that's
not-
conspiracy theory
They're
territory.
not teaching our kids to be free thinkers and innovators. They're teaching them to be Amazon workers, Uber drivers.
I don't think we're doing like Amazon. All that is too gracious. I really think we're gearing up for a war. Unfortunately, I mean, just today we got our old enemy coming out, as taking over a fucking country.
Please elaborate. I don't know what you're talking about. I missed the news today.
Don't get me started with that, please.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Please.
I didn't want to go into it, but I also didn't want to leave it unaddressed. The Taliban has basically taken over Iraq or Afghanistan.
Oh yeah, because they withdrew.
Yeah,
Like,
all the
The
arms.
president took off with 3 cars full of money and a helicopter full of money. There's like dollar bills flying out of the back of the helicopter as he
But
flees
the
the Capitol.
wild thing is, as all the planes were trying to take off and the Air Force, people are hanging on to these planes and they're literally flying up into the air and just dropping.
Oh yeah, you
What the
talk
wild-
about dollar bills falling off planes. We're
People
seeing
fall
videos of
off.
people falling off of planes.
Trying to hold
It's-
on.
It's
to get out of
insane.
there.
It really, really, really looks a whole lot like Vietnam.
Anybody who was helping us, you just take off and leave them high and dry.
Yep. Basically,
Ah.
they're done. So like whoever helped us out there, they're dead. Like they that's it. If they stay there, it's horrible. Like I said, I don't want to get started because it's gonna be piss me off and start talking about this administration, and I'm done.
You know, it's not really part of the whole pop culture theme of the show, but it is important to note that with these guys that are climbing onto the outside of Air Force planes in an attempt to get out, you have to think about the mentality of people that have that much hope and trust in America that they would go through that process. To think about the kind of, I don't know if it's desperation or just trust that if they can just cling onto the outside of this plane, they'll be in a better spot. And you know, I've seen stuff of people reporting out of like places like Australia. This is what people around the world are waiting for. They're waiting for America to do something. And here we are stuck over here playing tiddlywinks with viruses and having culture problems with racism and sexism and all this kind of stuff. We're so distracted that we can't help these people. And it's a big problem. People around the world, you know, I have a cousin in Germany, and he told me, you know, we have these kinds of problems all over the world, and we never expected to see you guys having these problems. And it's a little discouraging.
We're at the time of Rome. This is Rome, and we're about to fall down.
Yeah. Well, the question is, who are the barbarians then? Because those are the ones that are coming in.
Who knows?
I think it's the guy that made Tim Drake buy.
Full circle. Did we go full circle?
Yes, sir.
We're quickly approaching 2 hours, and I really don't want to end on such a dour note. So, does anybody got anything positive to take us out with?
We're gonna go look for a storefront tomorrow.
Yay!
Oh, nice. Where are you looking?
It's in just inside of Garden Grove. It's right next to the Great Wolf Lodge, literally. Like in
Oh,
that
we
little
took a
shopping
trip to
center
Garden
that's right
Grove.
there. Huh?
We took a trip to Garden Grove.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
smells like
so-
Lou Dog inside the van.
It's not a funky reggae party.
But yeah, we're gonna tour a storefront inside there.
Nice.
It's actually a pretty nice spot. If things work out, I think it'll be it's got plenty of parking, and there's a lot of restaurants nearby, and of course it's practically in the resort area. So if
Nice.
things work out, it'll be a good spot.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool for sure.
Also, tickets went on sale for what is it? I'm gonna mispronounce it, but Shang-Chi.
Okay, when's that supposed to Shang-Chi? When's that supposed to come out?
September something.
Yeah, tickets just went on sale, I guess today or yesterday. So it's supposed to come out in November, or I'm not sure what day, but
September.
We never talked about Scarlett Johansson suing Disney, have we?
No.
Good on her.
good on
So
her.
is Emily Blunt, and so has
Emma Stone.
yeah. There's a bunch of them that are jumping on that bandwagon.
I'm curious to see whether or not they'll work again. They're gonna have to go join Gina Carano and the Daily Wire network.
No, they'll work because I mean they will most likely won't work with Disney, but there's a bunch of other studios that they'll get work from.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
I'm surprised Disney let it get that far. That they didn't like. They knew that those things are. Go ahead,
Disney's
please.
policy is don't pay until you absolutely have to. So they waited too long and they decided not to pay and didn't think that they were going to make a big stink out of it. And now everybody's like, well, you done goofed.
And that's why with all the new movies that are coming out from Disney are now going to theaters before they get on the streaming platforms.
Until they redo the contracts that will now state that they're going to get money for streaming services. But anything that they had in play that they were probably going to do streaming for,
Yeah.
they're going to release in theaters. But now like new
Yeah,
contracts have to
that
stream.
Ryan Reynolds movie they were going to put on the streaming and then they backpedaled on it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Suicide Squad, it was supposed to be a big DC Warner Brothers. Is it Warner Brothers or Sony?
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
When you see the apps, Warner Brothers.
It was supposed to be really big to make a lot of money, but with it coming out at the same time on HBO, it screwed them. It flopped on the theater because half of the people were watching it on TV.
Yeah, what kind of numbers did it pull? Actually, I didn't think it was a bad movie.
No, for me it was a great movie. I'm just saying it didn't make the numbers like if it was all just a theater. It's like it hurt them going with the HBO.
Going back to the ScarJo thing, I think it's a pretty cut and dry issue. It's either in the contract or it's not. So it should be something that can be handled pretty quickly. I can't imagine that Disney would want to litigate when they can just settle out of court and own up to whatever it is that they owe.
And
But
if they're going to end up settling out of court, why not just give her whatever they thought that she was going to? Like, there's an amount that they thought that it was going to do, and it's not going to kill them to give it to her, and it would have saved the bad press. But
it happened the same thing with Wonder Woman. Remember, it was coming out at the same time, and they just gave her $1 billion up front. They're like, here you go, and she didn't sue. They hooked her up with $1 million. And she was happy.
1 million?
Yeah.
Aren't these guys making like 20 million a movie?
No, that's Marvel.
Oh, fun times. All right. Well, we were able to get some classic content out of the end of it. We didn't end on that sad shaking head note. I think it's a fair time to start wrapping this up. I really want to thank Make Havoc for coming out.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you guys for inviting me.
Yeah. And let's take another quick look at Lego's creation here. It almost looks like is that set? It's like an Egyptian god. That's cool. Me like you.
Kitty.
And that art is trash.
Exactly.
It looks like an Egyptian cat now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like set, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or Anubis.
Anubis, there you go. Probably better than set. Cool, man. Nice, Lego. I like this showcasing you on this as well too.
Oh, it's always fun.
It's
always fun.
An extra lane. So thanks everybody for showing up. And it seems like when we have these ones where we're just flying by the seat of our pants, the content's pretty great. So, I liked it. It was a good show today. So thanks for coming on. And looks like we're going to be watching The Usual Suspects next week. So it should be interesting. And Lego, are you going to get the thumbnail for Army of Darkness together for us? You need any photos or whatever?
I actually have a text geared up and ready to go out after the video. So
all right, cool. All right. Well, thanks for coming again, Steve. Thanks everybody, and see you next Monday.
Guys, have a good night.
Take care now.
Bye.
Good night.